Here's Jake Scott. There's the other. Last play. O'Donnell heaves it as far as he can. And the Cowboys come down with the interception. And it is Brock Marion. Final score. Dallas 27. Pittsburgh 17. By the way, Larry Brown will receive the Pete Rozelle Trophy after the late commissioner who watched the game in Southern California. Said his favorite Super Bowl was the 35-31 Pittsburgh win over Dallas, Super Bowl 13 in terms of the excitement. And this one, it appeared for a while with about 5 minutes left in the game that we might be headed toward a possible overtime until Larry Brown made the second of his interceptions.
You know, it's one of those things. We sat here for 2 weeks and you kept listening to the things where the Pittsburgh Steelers really didn't have a chance to play in the game. And it just shows. You said something in the beginning about the 2 weeks, you know, that you have to prepare, and it benefits the better football team.
Absolutely.
And in this case, it really did. I mean, the Dallas Cowboys, obviously, they were the better football team. But again, the Pittsburgh Steelers has had enough opportunities and just did not take advantage of them.
Vince Lombardi Trophy going to the winning Dallas Cowboys, who have now equaled the 5-1 by the San Francisco 49ers. And of course, those two teams battling throughout the course of the year for that supreme position and regarded as the two best in the NFL. And there were times where Dallas felt they would not have all the advantages of being home. Number one seed. It appeared the 49ers were in command.
Well, think about it. 2 weeks ago in the season, how it turns around for them. They get home field advantage. They were worried about playing Detroit in the playoffs. That doesn't happen. They get Philadelphia. They match up well against them. Green Bay beats San Francisco. I mean, Dallas, they were scared to play the Kansas City Chiefs in the Super Bowl. They didn't think they matched up well. The Steelers, a team they thought they matched up well against, comes in.
Charles Haley, by the way, 5 Super Bowl rings. Haley becomes the first to have one finger and the thumb. His father seeing his first Super Bowl game, afraid to fly, so finally coaxed to come. Let's go to Greg Gumbel.
All right, Dick Enberg, thank you very much. Down here on the podium, they're here to celebrate a familiar refrain, that of the Dallas Cowboys as champions of the National Football League. I'm joined by head coach Barry Switzer, Dallas owner Jerry Jones and his wife Jean, and the commissioner of the National Football League, Paul Tagliabue, to make a most important presentation. Paul.
Jerry, Jean, Barry, congratulations to you on a tremendous victory for the Cowboys franchise. You played a very tough opponent today, and together you gave us a terrific Super Bowl game. This is the Cowboys' 3rd victory in 4 Super Bowls. You become only the 2nd NFL franchise to win the Super Bowl 5 times. We congratulate you and your extraordinary group of players. Congratulations.
Paul, I want to tell all you Steelers fans, Dan Rooney and his family, Coach Cowher, what a team you have and what a ball game that you gave the National Football League tonight. And I know that everyone in this country recognizes what the Steeler organization is about. But, Paul, I've got to say something at this time. As really as accomplished as the talented players that we have on this team, it pales in comparison with how mentally tough and the character that they've had. This ball game represents the kind of season that we've had. It's wonderful just to hold this trophy for you great players, coaching staff, and Barry.
Jerry, let me ask you, this is your, as the commissioner said, 3rd championship in 4 years. Does this one feel any differently? Does it feel any nicer than the other 2?
I think it's the game basically says how I feel. The others we won with a bigger score. This was a struggle throughout the game. Our team played just outstanding as a team, and with the character that, as I said, that they've had. This, under the circumstances, for me, and I'm a small perspective, is the sweetest.
All right, Jerry. Head coach Barry Switzer, congratulations to you.
Thank you, Greg. Thank you very much.
It has not been the smoothest of seasons. You told us in our pregame show that What other people thought of you, whether you won or lost, is immaterial. Now that you have won this game, do you still feel that way?
Still feel that way. The only things that count is your family. My personal family and this family right here. That's the ones that stuck with me when times are tough. These are the people I want to be with, Dallas Cowboys. I want to say to Jerry Jones something that's very important. He said to me all year, "Are you having a good time now, Jerry?" Well, I want to tell you, we did it our way, baby. We did it. We did it. We did it.
Let's go back upstairs to Dick Enberg.
So Barry Switzer, who was a young coach and recruited Jimmy Johnson and that man Jerry Jones, they celebrate Super Bowl 30. The Dallas Cowboys champions again. We'll be right back with more.
And you've played a football game. Congratulations to you.
Thank you very much. This is the guys are just now piling into the locker room, and I think it's a feeling more of relief than anything else. We were able to come out and win the ball game, and certainly there were high expectations for this football team, and everybody's very happy, but relieved just the same.
It obviously was not the smoothest of roads getting here, Troy, but why relief?
I don't know. I think maybe just because there's so much expected from this football team over the years. But it wasn't the prettiest game that we've played. Defense stepped up and played hard when they had to and made the key plays. And offensively, we didn't do it particularly well there in the second half. But like I say, a win's a win.
So much for predicted blowouts. But in the first half, you really did have a chance to put this game away, and it didn't happen.
Well, we did, and then we wound up having to settle for some field goals instead of get touchdowns, and then they came right back. And we had more control of the game in the first half than what it appeared on the scoreboard. Second half, then, like I say, we didn't do real well offensively, but our defense stepped up, and this guy over here played well.
Yeah, your thoughts on the Pittsburgh Steelers before we let you get away?
They're an outstanding football team. There's no question, and we knew that coming in. We knew that it was going to be a tough ball game, and that's what it was.
Troy, you're in some pretty rare company now. Terry Bradshaw, Joe Montana, 4-0 in Super Bowls. You step up to 3-0.
Yeah, it was. It's nice to be mentioned along those guys, and like I say, it's a tribute to all these players in here.
Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Troy Aikman. Joining me up here on the podium is Mr. Charles Haley, whose playing situation was really very much in doubt, I guess, up until just a couple of minutes before game time. How did your back feel out there?
Well, it got a little sore towards the halftime. But when I got out there, just being out there with the guys, man, I didn't feel no pain. The only thing that was bothering me was my conditioning. I just wish to God that I had a little bit more time to condition myself so I could have gave a better showing.
A couple of sacks out there, though. It seems that you picked your spots very well.
Well, I just thank God. This team has gelled together. Some of the guys that I used to get on all the time, Larry Brown and Shante Carver, really proved themselves today, and I think that this team has really grown up a lot.
You claim your 5th Super Bowl ring, and you have also flirted with the idea of possibly calling it quits. Have you played your last professional football game?
What's going to happen is, I'm going to go to Hawaii, hang out a while, then I'm going to come back, and I got to talk to the doctors. I got to find out exactly what's going to happen if I keep doing it. Like I said, it did get a little bit sore. I'm 32 years old. I got to look past and be able to play with my kids and stuff down the road. But this is something I love. If there's a chance of me playing, then I probably will.
Charles, 5 Super Bowl rings is nothing to sneeze at. Congratulations to you.
Thank you so much, sir.
Plenty more coming your way from the Dallas Cowboys locker room. The Cowboys, 27-17 winners over the Pittsburgh Steelers. We'll take a timeout and come right back after this. Locker room, welcome back, everyone. Greg Gumbel joined by the game MVP, Larry Brown, and you can tell when a guy isn't used to this because what did you tell me about this trophy?
I said this thing is getting heavy. It's my 3rd one, but it's still heavy here.
Let's talk about the interceptions. The first one you said was a Neil O'Donnell mistake.
Yeah, the first one I think he had a bad read, and I was able to go get it and just hang on to it. The second one, they had been running slants on me all day, so I got a good jump on it and made a play on it and was able to go take as far as I could.
You tied for the lead in interceptions with this team this season with 6, yet I can't say that you were really the most heralded member of the defensive secondary, but you come up with a big game.
Well, we got so many stars on our team, but, I just wanted to go out today, play hard. I knew I was going to stay away from my boy Deion, so I knew I was going to be the key today. And, whenever you give our offense, Michael, Emmett, Troy, those guys a chance, it's over.
Larry, congratulations to you.
Thank you.
I'm going to talk over here with Emmitt Smith's setup man, Larry Brown. He makes 2 picks. Emmitt Smith scores 2 touchdowns. This wasn't your best day rushing, though, was it?
No, it doesn't matter. The bottom line is we won the game. That's what it's all about. And I think everybody here sharing the moment because, we all want to win. That's the bottom line. No matter if I got 100 yards or 200, the bottom line is we won the game.
Tell me about the Pittsburgh defense and the changes that they made in the second half.
You know, Pittsburgh played a great ball game the whole day. I mean, their defense, you know, I have a lot of respect for them. And, you know, they just start coming at us and just kept coming. They never quit. They never laid down. And unfortunately, we was able to make enough plays to win the game. And, you know, when Larry got that last interception, all we was talking about in the huddle was getting the ball in the end zone. And, you know, all I could do was just lower my head down and get into the end zone and put the thing in the zone.
18 postseason touchdowns, 5 Super Bowl touchdowns, both National Football League records. Congratulations,
Thank
Emmett.
you, sir.
Michael Irvin, who's crying about the penalty called early in the first half. You told me you've recanted that a little bit.
Well, I knew it was a penalty. You know, people got to understand, my first job is to catch anything Troy throw. Well, if I can't catch it, my second job is to make sure nobody else catch it. And he got an early jump on the ball, and I was just trying to make sure he didn't get the interception.
I know that everybody, or most everyone, was predicting a Dallas blowout, and although I know you guys were confident all week long, did this kind of game surprise you?
No, we expected this type of game. You know, and when you look at Pittsburgh on film, they got a real quick defense, guys that keep coming and playing hard all game long, and we knew that. We talked about going out on the football field. We said, hey, if we got to play 60 minutes, we'll play 60 minutes, and we got to be careful. It may even have to go to 75 minutes. We were prepared for overtime. It's a good thing. We're fortunate we won in regulation.
3 titles in 4 years. Congratulations, Michael.
Well, thank you. And I'm going to tell you something. This thing isn't over yet now. Don't close the book. It's not the last chapter. We still got some chapters to write.
I haven't closed a thing. Thanks very much. And number 21 here, Deion Sanders, who would like to hold the trophy for just a moment before Michael gives it away into the crowd.
You know, I ain't get to hold this last year.
Deion, this is a pretty good legacy for you. You go to San Francisco last year, they win a Super Bowl. You come to Dallas this year, they win a Super Bowl.
I don't think I was the difference, though. I mean, some people may say, but that ain't the difference.
What was the difference?
First of all, I think the Lord had a lot to do with this, and this team is unbelievable. We a hell of a coach in Barry Switzer, and the victory on offense, and the way this defense performed, we can't be faded.
I'd like to know what's in your immediate future. Are you planning to play baseball this season?
I tell you what, I love the fans of Dallas, and the baseball situation's up in there, but I'm happy with what I'm doing.
All right, Deion, congratulations
I want to give a shout out to my mom, my family, my stepfather, Willie. Hey, my boys back, Rossville, all my homies. What's up now?
Thanks, Deion. Deion Sanders. We want to remind you